not you're going to be using up my bandwidth, are you?
No, the guys send the link. Yep. Yep. Looks like we are live.
Don't start talking yet. Hang on. I'm letting a full cycle of the QR codes and all that stuff
Hmm.
run through. So if anybody's on the YouTube, they can at least scroll back and get to the QR codes.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of the QR codes is the order of ritual, and one of them's for donations.
Very important.
You notice? The gate
Yeah, I noticed the. All right. Welcome, everyone, to our summer solstice ritual. Just some pre-ritual briefing. First, for those of us present in this space, this is an open circle. The gatekeeper manages like spiritual protection, so enter and exit the space as you feel as you need. As far as ritual participation goes, participate as much or as little as you like, as long as you are respectful. Keep your mic muted unless you're taking part for those of us online, and limit conversation during ritual. The chat screen is available if you need assistance, but try to save general chatter on there for afterwards. If you have no mic but wish to participate, you can call in on your phone or direct message our greeter and they will speak the words for you. Keep in mind this ritual is being simulcast to YouTube and will be recorded. You can change your display name and shut off your camera if you do not wish to be identified. Neither will affect your ability to watch or participate. Also, to help save on bandwidth, please keep your camera off during the rite. You're welcome to turn it back on during the after rite meal, which is not broadcast. If you have any physical limitations, please let us know and we will be happy to ensure that you're able to participate as much as you'd like. The order of service is in the songbooks. It is stand as you are able. That genuinely means if you are not able to stand or you're not comfortable standing, you do not have to. When we have our participation cues, you can open your mic for the repeated phrase, like accept the sacrifice, be welcome among us, let the ways be open or let the ways be closed. For the blessings challenge, during the chants, the churn and turn, twist and burn, give us the waters. For the music, please do not turn on your mic because it never syncs right. The songbooks are available on the Facebook event page, and during the ritual, we do name the song numbers. We give you the song numbers so you can find them in those songbooks. Sacrifices. Sacrifice means making sacred. It is giving a gift to the gods. There is no take backs for that. You cannot sacrifice something and then take it back to yourself afterwards. Here in the ritual space, we have the fire, the fountains, and the shrines as portals. In the water, no hard items, please. You can put stones and gems in there, but no seeds, no plants, no oils, etc. Fire, limit liquids in the main fire, and incenses should only be placed in the shrine fire or put into an offering bowl. Durable items may be left as permanent parts of our shrine or made unusable and set aside for the interment in the sanctuary. Uh, during For those of you guys at home, you can either make an offering or sacrifice at your personal altar and speak on your turn, or if you request, we can also take one of our offerings that we have available and offer that on your behalf here in the ritual space. Feel free to check the event page for a list of available offerings. Whenever anyone makes an offering, everyone else says, accept this sacrifice. Put your energy into that when you do, so that behind every sacrifice is the energy of the entire grove. Um, when you do wish to offer, when those opportunities come up, please use the raise hand button to take a turn to make an offering. The first offerings will go to the guest of honor.
Or open your mic. We may not see
Oh,
the raise
or
hand.
open your mic. There's only 3 people online. So the first offerings will go to the guest of honor for today, who is Freya. There will be a separate opportunity to offer to other patrons. So those are like personal patrons or other deities or spirits that you work with. Blessings. You may have a drink on hand to receive the blessings when that comes up for those of us online. Or we also have a main vessel here that we pour offerings in for those of us online or who are unable to make it
He needs a
here
raise
physically.
also.
Cell phones off, please, for those of us here, so that we don't that nobody on Zoom has to hear your phone call coming in. I'm doing that right now. It reminded me. And other than that, we are good to go.
Who's on camera?
I can take it first.
I don't know.
Or I can do it 'cause I don't have.
Are you on the cleansing or are you
Your incest, yeah. And then Beej is water, and Jonathan is sweeper. Your sweeper, and Beej your water.
okay? So yeah, Gavin or Ray? I'm water.
Yep, your water. The purification.
Don't we usually do the prayer before?
Every
Ah.
time we go walk in the water already.
Oh, they're getting ready.
Yeah.
Usually do that after the prayer.
I think the pre-ritual briefing threw me off because I'm used to that, and then.
Let these waters be purified. Who's my fire? Probably set those up there.
You do it and I do it.
I'll do it. I I call upon the bards of old. May all our speech be eloquent and smooth. And I call upon the gods of technology. May our bandwidth be strong and broad. May everything technological go smoothly. Everything work as it should.
Maybe be inspired and inspiring.
May we be inspired and inspiring. So be it.
So be it.
Like Beach has a
We're looking for something else.
I feel like it should go in threes, and I only had 2. Perfect. Outside.
Start in the middle.
Start in the middle. We'll wait till he's finished futzing with whatever he's futzing with. It's 4 words, Stanley.
No. You might get up there.
Thought you were going to learn those words. They're easy.
Oh, fuck. It's like when I.
This one. Are the which parts? Where would it be? Where would it be?
Grove, Rituals 2024.
I have it on here.
10 Rituals.
Rituals.
They're looking for this.
06.
Stanley,
2024-06.
I have it on here too if you need to look at it.
Okay.
Oh, what he reads up here from.
Last tab. First line, too far. All the way at the top.
I got a couple of those I keep meaning to bring to donate to the Grove. Kindles. Brought him to meeting twice, but got the. Yeah. Now I don't know where they're at.
By the might of the water, by the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, by the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, by the light of the fire, by the stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water and the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water and the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, light of fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water and the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water and the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy.
This is sacred space. Let all thought work focus on the sacred. Work, finances, household obligations have no place in the sanctuary. Anger, fear, frustration have no place in the sanctuary. Hatred, spite, infatuation have no place in the sanctuary. Leave them and all that would hinder our worship here among the profane. As you enter, may nature's water purify your body, and may the ancestors' fire ignite your spirit. Water purify your body, this fire ignites your spirit. This water purify your body. May this fire ignite your spirit.
Now as a people
May this water purify your
to
body.
gather
Fire
at
ignites
the
your spirit.
sacred well.
May this water purify your
Come
body.
we now as a people
Together in the warmth and the light of the flame, come we now as a people to gather at the sacred well. Come we now as a people to gather in the light and the light of the flame. Picking it up.
No.
Please remain standing as you are able. We come to this place to venerate the kindreds. May we be blessed by those mighty beings, denizens of many realms, as we give praise and offering in their honor on this sacred day. We are here to honor the kindreds.
We are here to honor the kindreds.
We begin with Jonathan, acknowledging the host of all Druid rites. But first, let us share in this grain as we lift our voices in song to our Mother, the Earth, with song number 4 in the Grey Books, We Are One with the Mother.
We are one with the Mother, we are one with the earth, we are one with each other by our lives, by our birth. We are one with the Mother, we are one with the earth, we are one with each other by our lives, by our birth. We are one with the Mother, we are one with the earth. We are one with each other by our lives, by our birth. We are one with the Mother, we are one with the earth. We are one with each other by our lives, by our birth.
Great-grandmother of many, you who were first in this land. It was you who knew the hearts of Wolf and his brother Coyote. It was through your wisdom that you chose Coyote to bear the sack containing all of the people. And it was you who knew that at that crucial moment, Coyote would open the sack, releasing the people upon the earth. So too it was you who knew that though many of the people would be scattered like seeds on the wind, the last out of the sack would remain here, in this place, walking in your footsteps. So too do we, a new people, walk here, where your feet once compressed the earth. And we too give you our love and our honor, and look to your wisdom to guide our steps. Great Grandmother of the Earth, we honor you.
Great
Grandmother of the Earth,
we honor you.
Now Stanley will lead us as we turn our attention to our patron and his shrine.
O silver-tongued messenger of the gods, I call to you, you who are guardian, guide, and patron of this grove. Far-traveling luck-bringer, your shrine is your presence. We welcome in our sanctuary. Swift-footed Hermes, your presence is welcome.
Swift-footed Hermes, your presence is welcome.
You may be seated. Please mute your mics. It is time for us to take a moment to contemplate the season and the reason for this rite, as Beej explains.
The wheel of the years turns, and the days have reached their longest. Just as the noon hour is the zenith of the sun's trek across the sky, so have we reached the midsummer, the zenith of the year, when the sun hangs longest and highest in the sky. Now we enter the time when plants and people both beg for cool water and surcease from the scorching temperatures. Harvest of the first plantings is done, and the plants now begin to shrivel and die in the unforgiving sun's heat. Midsummer is a special time. It is a time of our fathers. For barely 3 weeks ago, we honored our forefathers, those heroes who fought and died for this country. Just this past Sunday, we took a moment to remember and honor those present day fathers, the men who continue to contribute to the growth of the next generation. Yesterday, we remembered those fathers who were finally freed from one of this land's most shameful forms of bondage. And in 2 weeks hence, we will honor this country's founding fathers, short sighted though they may have been. Midsummer also encompasses the anniversary of this nation's beginnings. It is a time when we remember how Liberty, round and awkward with the babe she had yet to bear, took up her sword and declared that this land would be free from the bounds that stretched the ocean wide, and that she and her sister would remain ever a part of the lives of those who would be in the care of her future daughter. We are gathered tonight to honor and worship Freya, the feather-clad goddess of one of the Norse lands of the dead heroes. In olden days, her hand and her pleasures were much sought after by Jotun, deity, and hero alike. She is a noble hostess and generously shares her gifts. She is often called upon when fertility is in question, be it of the field or of the womb. Sheet lightning, as opposed to Thor's simpler forked lightning, is often a good sign that she's nearby. And so, as we make ready to give our offerings to Freya, let us dwell on the cycles of life and of heat and cold, summer and winter in unending continuation. Let us breathe in the joys and out the sorrows, and know that endings will bring beginnings, even as a floating island can set down roots.
So let us lift our voices as one folk and make our offerings in reverence and joy. Now we recall the cosmos as it was in the beginning, and through our collective memory, let it be born anew. But let us begin before the beginning with Stanley calling a causator to this rite. I didn't know if you were going to be here, so I put a question mark.
I call to you, flaking thin flammer, son of Loki, Loki, the sly one, trickster
When I
of the
typed
far
it in,
north,
I put a question mark because I
delicate
didn't know
spawn
if you were
of
going to be
giants,
Stanley.
widower and coaxer of the secret agenda, liar who speaks the truth others will not hear. We call to you, two-faced, one whose soul burns bright.
We're not picking you up at all. Off. I don't think the battery charged on this. It's down to 1. Get you another battery. Get you another microphone. Sorry. They were all on charge for hours and hours. Technical difficulties.
If you want, for now, just give me the red microphone and I'll hold it.
Pardon, folks. Technical difficulties.
Swear somebody's just getting to do.
Maybe we should sacrifice to the gods of technology first.
He's up to 2 weeks already.
Speak.
Speak. Can you hear? Yeah. Okay. I call out to you, frightened Fremmer, son of Ralphie, Loki the sly one, trickster of the far north, delicate spawn of giants, Weddler and coaxer with the secret agenda, liar who speaks the truth others will not hear. We call to you, two-faced, one whose soul burns bright, and invite you into our sanctuary this night. Come, Loki, and aid us as we renew the cosmos. Through you, let the present and the beginning merge. Let the sanctuary become as the Mundi, the Yggdrasil, the center of all.
With the causator finally in place, our seer Gavin will now guide us in renewing the cosmos.
Settle yourself, my friends. Get comfortable. Now, take a deep breath. As you exhale, let your mind empty. Let thoughts and worries flow out with your breath. Breathe again, pulling in the night, and let your cares drift away. Now, cast your mind back, back, back. Let your mind wander into the deep dark.
In the beginning there was darkness, for the day begins in the night, and the vast emptiness was formless. But in the sea of chaos, matter gathered into lifeless ball, churning with heat, pulsing with the heartbeat of the cosmos. Then the earth heaved, and the elements separated, and above the rolling mass clouds gathered. Beginning as thin whiffs of moisture drifting, the glowing mist joined and ascended until the sky above thickened with evaporated liquid, drawing a blanket across the newly formed firmament. And these clouds, too, took up the pulse of the cosmos. Then, from the darkness, the gathered waters fell, coming first as a fine mist of cool and soothe. The gentle rains grew into a mighty deluge, covering the raw, stratified earth in a thick layer of frothing liquid. And these waters took up the heartbeat, ebbing and flowing, a steady balm on the world.
They're killing me.
Then, above the throbbing pulse, the sky grumbled, and the light flashed. In a thick, dark clouds, tentative flickers sparked randomly, and grumbles echoed ominously, until the night was dark and silent no longer. Then the light reached out with forked fingers to stroke the waters, to prod the land not yet covered. And in that moment, the land and the waters were joined with the fires from the skies above. And the heartbeat of the cosmos pulsed throughout the world until life filled all of the realms. And the day began.
And so here we are in the present, which is the beginning. The cosmos is renewed, and we are rewoven into it. Above, below, between, as it was then, as it is now.
Newly born and forever in existence, these hallows in our sanctuary, the well, the fire pit, and the shrines, mark the center of our cosmos, to which all things are connected. Now gather yourselves, my friends. Let us get our powers pumping for the work ahead by singing song number 17 in our green books, The Crossroads. Will we meet at the crossroads where our hollows stand? Center of the cosmos, beginning and the end. There are ways leading upward to the many lands where we meet at the crossroads with offerings in hand.
There's a way going westward toward the setting sun.
There's a way going westward where the faith belong. We will all be going onward when our time has come. Down that lane going westward into the great beyond. There's a way going eastward towards a hidden vale. There's a way going eastward where the fairies dwell. There are gnomes, wights, and dryads, leprechauns as well, on that path going eastward into the secret vale. So come meet at the crossroads where our hollows stand. Center of the cosmos, beginning and the end. There are ways leading upward to the many lands where we meet at the crossroads with offerings in hand.
There's
There's
a
a
way
way going downward beneath the fertile sweep.
There's a way going downward where hidden treasures keep. In the smithy's divine hammers with sparks crash and leap by that stream flowing downward into the molten deep.
There's a way going upwards where azure counties lie.
There's a way going upward where royal chariots fly, with offerings and omens and messengers on high, on the trains flowing upwards to castles in the sky. So let's meet at the crossroads where our hollows stand. Center of the cosmos, beginning and the end. There are ways leading upward towards the many lands where we meet at the crossroads with offerings in hand.
There's a way
Swirling
swirling
downward.
roundward beyond the sodden dune.
There's a way swirling upward, morning, night, and noon. Among reefs, waves, and trenches, rule nets and harpoons on the tide surging roundward, following the moon.
There are stones at the center, a sacred peristyle.
There are stones at the center where tricksters may beguile the weary and unwary who tarry for a while at the intersected centers of the transcendental mile. Still we're here at the crossroads where our hollows stand. Center of the cosmos, beginning and the end. There are ways leading upward to the many lands as we wait at the crossroads with offerings in hand. Yes, we're here at the crossroads, center of the cosmos. Oh, we're here at the crossroads with offerings in hand.
And then swipe.
Hold on to that power a moment longer, for it is time to stir the energies of creation. Let us join together, let us join our powers to open the gates and the ways marked by these hallows, that they may link us directly to the realms beyond.
Oh, shift dark soil, last cover of the day. Shake the stones, loosen the loam. Left and to the right, to the front and to the rear. Shift and rend, shift and rend. Reach westward in your rending soil,
Shift
traveling
and
to the
rend.
very ends of the
Shift
earth.
and rend.
Shift
And
and rend,
rend.
shift
And
and rend.
rend.
Form a
Shift
fissure
and
branching
rend.
ever westward.
Shift and rend.
Press
Shift
out the
and
bedrock
rend.
in shearing
Shift
walls
and
and let the
rend.
ice
Shift
there.
and
Rend.
rend.
Shift and
And
rend,
rend.
shift
And
and rend.
rend.
Let the
Shift
gates to the
and
underworld,
rend.
the realm of the
and
dead,
rend.
be
Shift
open.
and
Let the
rend.
The
ways
gates
be
be open.
open.
O shimmer enchanted cloak,
Is there a torch?
first veil of life,
Look behind.
billow the barrier, sever the threads, from below to above, to the right and to the left, stretch and tear, stretch
and
and
tear.
tear,
Stretch and tear.
split
Stretch
eastward
and tear.
in your tearing
Stretch
enchanted
and
cloak,
tear.
traveling
and
to the
tear.
very origins
Stretch
of
and
the
tear.
earth, stretch
and
and tear, stretch and tear.
Stretch
Form a rent,
and tear.
splitting ever
Stretch
eastwards.
and tear.
Press out the
Stretch
fabric
and
in
tear.
rippling pleats,
Stretch
and
and
let
tear.
the occult
Stretch and
appear.
Stretch
Let the
and
gate
tear.
to the ethereal world, the realm of the noble ones,
Stretch.
be open.
Let the ways be
Let the
open.
way be open. Hold it
I
high.
gather the
Hold it high.
perpetual fire. I gather the perpetual fire, that its flame may blaze the way to the crossroads.
I draw up this spring water, that its flow may usher the way to the crossroads.
O churn mighty waters, soothing balm of the world, toss the waves and stir the currents to the west, to the south, to the east, to the north. Churn and turn, churn and turn,
Churn
churn
and
and
turn,
turn,
churn
churn
and
and
turn,
turn,
churn
churn
and
and
turn,
turn. Drain
churn
deep
and turn,
in your mighty
churn
churning,
and
mighty
turn,
waters,
churn and
reaching
turn,
down into the
churn
bowels of the
and
earth,
turn,
and
churn
churn
and
and
turn,
turn,
churn
churn and
and turn,
turn,
churn
churn and
and
turn.
turn,
Form a
churn
whirlpool spinning
and
ever
turn,
downwards.
churn
Press out the
and
cooling
turn,
liquid in rushing walls
churn
and let a
and
tunnel
turn,
appear.
churn and
And
turn,
turn,
churn
and
and turn,
turn,
churn
turn
and
and
turn,
turn. Let the way
churn
to the
and turn,
netherworld, the domain of the
and
earth
turn.
deities, be open.
Let the
Let the
way
ways
be
be
open.
open.
O stir, mighty fire, gift from the skies above. Lift the air, stir the whirlwinds. To the east, to the south, to the west, to the north. Twist and burn, twist
Twist
and
and
burn,
burn.
twist
Twist
and
and
burn.
burn.
twist and burn.
Reach
Twist
skyward
and
in your
burn.
burning mighty fire.
Twist
Rise
and
up
burn.
from the very
Twist
core of
and
the earth.
burn.
Twist
and
and burn.
Twist
Twist and
and
burn.
burn.
Twist
and
and
burn.
burn. Twist and burn. Twist and burn.
Firmer fire
Twist
whirl
and
spinning
burn.
ever upwards,
Twist
pressing
and
out
and
the
burn.
scorching flames
Twist
and burn.
in the rushing walls,
and burn.
and let
and
a
burn.
tunnel appear.
Twist and burn.
Twist and
Let
burn.
the way to the heavens,
and
the
burn.
domain of the sky deities, be open.
Let
The way be open.
This rainbow stands with us at the center of the ways.
It's right there under your finger.
Let it glow with an inner light, that all kindred might see and know that this is a crossroad between the ways. Now, as you have aided, so it is. The ways are open.
The ways are open.
The ways stand open at this intersection, yet we remain firm on the land, on this earth which is our home. Let us sound out the call and issue invitations to our kindreds that they might join us here at the crossroads, the center which is the beginning, the present, the end. First, Ray will call on a gatekeeper, a guardian to stand at the center and ward these crossroads to the realms.
We call to you now, Thor, O son of Odin, Allfather. Mighty Thor, come, hearken to our summons, O wielder of the indomitable hammer Menor. Attend to us, great slayer of the Jotun, thundering Thor, you who are the defender of mankind. Your presence here in this sanctuary is desired. Protect us from all nefarious that may come. Any malefactor arriving to disturb our right. Lord of Lightning, be welcome among us.
Lord of
Lightning,
be welcome among us.
Godly guardian of the globe, we are entrusting you with these keys to our sanctuary and pray that you stand vigil before these opened ways during our rite. Keep watch, Thor, that the flames do not burn out of control, that the whirlpool does not rise out of the well, and that the unwelcome, the dangerous, the inimical pass not into this sacred space to disturb our worship. Now let us turn our attention to the ancestor shrine as I call to the ancient ones.
He's using the wrong remote.
To all those whose bones lie in this land, whose hearts are tied to it, whose memory holds it, ancient tribes of this place, we offer you welcome. To all of our grandmothers and grandfathers, our own beloved dead, blood kin and hearthkin, ancient tribes of our blood, we offer you welcome. And last, to all those elder wise ones who guide our people, poets and seers, judges and magicians, wise women and men of ancient days, we offer you welcome. Ancient ones, be welcome among us.
Ancient ones, be welcome among us.
Now we turn our attention to the nature shrine as Stanley welcomes in the nature spirits.
To all the spirits of the mountains and trees, all you ancient and bearded fathers and subtle and spry children, spirits of the land, we offer you welcome. To the spirits of the rivers and streams, to the cloud sisters and rain sisters, to fresh spring daughters, spirits of the waters, we offer you welcome. To all the spirits of the creatures of the earth, you beasts who walk or fly or crawl or swim, spirits of the creatures, we offer you welcome. Noble ones, be welcome among us.
Noble ones, be welcome among us.
Finally, let us turn our attention to the sacred center as Ray calls to the shining ones.
To all the primordial ones, progenitors of all that is, oldest of old, shapeless and faceless, powers of all, most ancient of gods, we offer you welcome. To all the shiny ones, first children of the mother, wildest and mightiest, loving and comforting, gods and goddesses, we offer you welcome. To all the gods and goddesses of this place, ancient and powerful, known to us or unknown, gods and goddesses, we offer ancient and powerful, no. Gods of this place, we offer you welcome. Shiny ones, be welcome among us.
Shining ones, be welcome among us.
My friends, we have come to the most important part of our rite. In a moment, we will invite the guest of honor to her seat and offer her gifts and praises. Before we do that, though, let us take a moment to gather up that which we will offer. There are many items on the table behind the big bench which are appropriate for offerings. If you did not bring an offering of your own, you are welcome to choose something from the items the Grove has provided for that purpose. We extend the use of these provided items to our remote guests as well. If you would have an offering made on your behalf, please click the raise hand button and state in the chat screen or come off mute and let us know what you would like to have prepared. If you would like to make an offering at your personal shrine instead, now is the time to ensure that you have what you need to do so, but don't offer yet.
Where is the remote?
should be sitting. How'd they go off again?
Every time you touch those, it set those off. Because remember, that's got a longer range on it.
Oh.
I mean, look at this, just turned on 2 of them, and it's supposed to only have 18 inches of range.
People online, does anybody need an offering made on their behalf here? No, no, no.
No chat. Nothing on chat.
Okay. I knew Hesper probably wasn't going to. I knew Hesper kind of wasn't going to. Because they're telling me, I'm probably going to fall asleep
Kinda
during the
fruity.
ritual, but I want to.
Seems appropriate.
All right.
Ready?
Y'all have your offerings?
Right.
I'll have mine in just a second.
My friends, please bring your attention back to the sacred center. If you need more time to collect your offering gifts or to arrange an offering on your behalf, please continue in the text window. But it is the time to call to our guest of honor, and your attention and your energies will make it easier for her to join us. To the divine beings, the heroes and the dead, and the Vatir, the Huldufok, and other beings of nature, to all those who have gathered at our sanctuary, we pray you join us in showing worth to our guest of honor for this holy rite. First, I will issue a formal invitation to Freya. We call to you now, Freya, Lady of the Slain, who watches over the bountiful hall of Sesrumir, filled with the echoing laughter and shouts of fallen warriors in the emerald meadows of Folkvanga. Visit us, flaxen-haired lady, dressed in a magical cloak of feathers that grants you flight, and a golden necklace forged by dwarfs, with eyes filled with golden tears, one hand holding the wheat harvest, and another holding a mug of mead. Come to us, sea sweller, seducer of gods and giants and mortals alike, beloved by all who gaze upon your beautiful face. Be with us, lady, leader of the fallen fighters, golden girl of gracious gifts, beautiful and bold bearer of the beloved Brisingamen, fair and flax-haired flirt, be welcome among us.
Be welcome among us.
Be welcome among us.
Be welcome among us.
Ready?
O battle-boar bridler, behold, we bring gifts for you. May you bask in our praises and accept that which we have to offer. Now is the time for us to individually present our offerings to Freya. Please hold your offerings for any other guests or beings until you are directed. If you would make an offering to our guest of honor, please come forward or click on the raise your hand button.
Inspired and inspiring woman who encourage all of us achieve our best and ignore what is expected of us by the rest. Accept the sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Eucalyptus. That's go ahead. Eucalyptus. And then the alcohol to pull it out.
Lady Freya, accept the sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Eucalyptus and cinnamon. Accept the sacrifice.
Thank you.
Walk away.
Thank you, Lady Freya, for your wisdom and cunning, and also to help remove ignorance. Be gentle with your lessons. Accept this sacrifice.
Accept
The
this
sacrifice.
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 Cats really aren't my thing. But they sure pay attention to you. In the meanwhile, though, I have something very tasty. I hope you accept this sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Hey, wait. There's a little bit more for you.
Accept the sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept this
Accept the
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
I'll be right back.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept the sacrifice.
Are there any more offerings to be shared at this time? No? Then let Stanley remind Freya how much we value her one last time.
I hear your whisper in the mountains between time, where my heart has been beaten and presses, the blood running hot. I hear you in the darkness, alone in my thoughts. Your words caress my mind, gentle, firm, searing. When I put my fingers to keys, I feel your hand caressing, urging, your whisper in my heart. Write without shame. So I will write of your glory, your luscious curves, your eyes that stab the heart, your iron will sets in soft flesh, your firm hands that hold lever or spear with grace, your heart that gives solace and joy, your soul that inflames the tinder of so many dried hearts. How I could praise you higher than by saying, I have come to love myself. Through your hands, your fire, your love, that is your patience and demands. I have seen the face of love, looked upon its glorious face. That I know the difference between love and lust, that both have their holy place in my life, that I have discernment to tell one from another, that you have kindled true love in my being, that I might give it to another, that I might give it wholly, expecting nothing, but truly open to its warm return?
Are there any other sacrifices to be made to our guest of honor tonight?
Freya, accept this sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept this
Freya, accept this
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Now, Freya, I pray that you will indulge us as we make our sacrifices to all the other beings who have joined us here in this ritual space today. Now is the time for rituals to any other patrons that you may wish to make sacrifices for today. Oh, again, if you are on Zoom and wish to make a sacrifice to a patron other than the being of our occasion, now please go ahead and click the raise hand button or come off of mute so that we can prepare an offering for you.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept this
Accept this
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice. We are on our way for a long trip. May you see over our road, see over our car, truck, see over our camper, that we may travel out and back with great safety. Through this sweetness and these coins, I pray. Accept my sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept
Accept
this
this sacrifice.
All my dead kin, especially my recently crossed over mother, thank you for guiding me from the spirit world, and for also teaching me how to survive in this one. Thank you.
Accept the sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Those of you who guide us and inspire us, lead us to be our best selves. Accept the sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept the sacrifice.
Although both of you were not here very long, but for Osric and Elliot, on behalf of me and Clara, as she said, hope everything is, you're both together and you're all snuggling together. Accept the sacrifice.
Accept the sacrifice. Conflict is sometimes necessary, but we'd rather without. Ares, sweet sense for you. Make sure our sacrifice and our conflicts are where they need to be. Accept my sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Apollo, accept the sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Are there any other sacrifices to be made to our kindreds today? In that case, please be seated. Please mute your mics. My friends, we are in the presence of the many beings whom we have invited here to our right. Now our seer Gavin will aid us in hearing what they have to share.
There's no story?
You have to do the intro part first, and then you do the story.
Waiting for me. Let us be silent a moment. Let us breathe. Let our hearts listen. Let our minds be open. Let our spirits be receptive. The kindreds are gathered close around us, and there's a story to be told.
The highest and strongest walls in all of the 9 realms are those that guard Valhalla and Sessrumnir, where the slain warriors go when they finally pass on to that great beyond. Now you might wonder to yourself, which god is responsible for those strong, tall walls? You might say to yourself, Odin, surely. Surely the wisdom of Odin is responsible for those walls. Or perhaps you say Thor, with his strength and might. It is him who caused those walls to be built. And some among us might be prone to look towards Loki and think, surely this is another tale where it is ultimately Loki's trickery which is responsible for the creation of something beautiful. What if it was Freya with her beauty that caused those walls to be built? It might sound silly, but beauty is the wonder of wonders, according to Oscar Wilde. And is Freya a beauty with her golden hair and her golden tears in her eyes and the golden necklace that hangs across her breasts? And it was that beauty that drew in a builder, wandering builder, riding his stallion across the realms. And so this builder came up to the gods and he said, "These are some nice halls you have here. Sure would be a shame if something happened to them." And so Odin spoke up and he says, "Well, what do you mean? Shame if something happened here?" And the builder goes on, No, I would never do anything, but you're not that far from Jotunheim, are you? And those Jotun, they envy you gods. And they would seek to destroy anything that you've created. Of course, that is unless you'd like me to build you a wall. I do build a pretty mean wall, if I may say so myself. And Thor, he spoke up. He says, What cost would you demand in order for us to build this wall? I will climb into the sky, and I will pluck the sun and the moon to pay you to keep this place safe. And the builder said, Well, I'll take the sun, I'll take the moon, but what I'm really interested in is her. And he points to golden-haired Freya. And Odin says, Well, let me talk with the gods. Let us decide some things. And Odin says, we can't have a bunch of people coming here, surveying the land, building our fortifications, knowing where its exits are, where its entryways are, where its weak points are. And Loki, a ever clever Loki, says, well, if we're smart, just have one builder. That's only one person we need to trust. Tell this man he can only build it himself. He can have no help from any other men. And Thor says that seems pretty reasonable. And so they take a vote and they decide. Odin goes back and says, you can build the walls for us. We'll give you the sun, the moon, and we will give you Freya. But only you may work on this wall. And this builder, he says, well, how about my horse? Can my horse help? This like strong stallion cannot be expected to lug all these stones around. And the gods sort of look at each other and say, sure. So this builder and his stallion get started, and they are strong. That stallion hauls greater stones than you've ever seen. And that builder puts them on top of each other, stacking them with the most expert masonry. And they work all day. And at night, they go to their encampment and they rest. And Freya tries to get to know her soon-to-be husband. And there's something wrong about him. So she does what any woman does when a man she's supposed to marry is being a little off. She puts on a cloak of feathers, transforms herself into a falcon, and goes to spy on this builder at night at his camp. She flies over, and she sees that this builder has been in disguise. He is no simple builder. He is one of the Jotun, one of those giants who would seek to destroy the gods. And so immediately she flies back, and she tells the news to the gods, like, guys, I don't think we can trust him. He's a Jotun. He will tell our secrets to Jotunheim, and they will come in and they will destroy us. And Odin turns to Loki and says, Loki, you were the one that said we should trust him. So it's on you to figure this out. And Loki says, I swear upon my life, swear upon my divinity. I will figure it out. If there's anything I'm good at, it's figuring it out. And so Loki goes and he sits down and he thinks. And Freya sees him, and she sees the sadness in him. And maybe it's guilt that he's the reason that these halls might be overthrown. And maybe it's the despair at trying to come up with a solution to a seemingly impossible problem. And maybe it's just frustration that every time there's a problem, somehow it's Loki's fault. So she goes to him, and she puts a gentle hand on his back and says, Loki, are you all right? Is there anything I can do to help? And Loki, seeing that gentleness, that kindness, that beauty in her, looks her in her golden tear-filled eyes and says, yes, there is something you can do to help. I figured it out. I need to borrow that golden bridle from your sow. And Freya says, Loki, what are you going to do with my golden bridle? And Loki says, since when do you ask questions when I ask to borrow your clothing? And Freya says, well, you have a point. She gives him the golden bridle. Loki, he goes and he tells his plans to the gods. That night, the builder and his stallion are awoken by a mare. No. According to that stallion, he would tell you, by the most beautiful mare that has ever graced this earth. And that mare, she kicks up her little hind legs and she neighs. And then she prances away into the woods. And the stallion follows into the woods. And then the mare starts to run. And the stallion starts to run, chasing that mare and her beautiful golden bridle. And the builder realizes his stallion's running off. So he chases the stallion and he runs and is somehow able to keep up with the stallion longer than you or I would have been able to. But at some point, he realizes he is not, after all, a horse, and he is exhausted. And exhausted, he gives up on his stallion and he tries to walk back to camp. At camp, he is greeted by Thor, who says, "You should have told us you were a Jotun," and smashes the builder's head in with Mjolnir. And so the fortifications around Valhalla and Sessrumnir were safe. No Jotun was going to spill their secrets. And the only complications that happened after this was months later, Loki does happen to give birth to an 8-legged horse. So, if you should be so lucky when you pass away to end up in the realm of Valhalla, the Hall of Thor, or perhaps Sessrumnir, the Hall of Freya, when you look to the walls, you can remember that the reason you are safe is because of golden-haired Freya. Thank you. So now we have given our sacrifices and spent time with our kindreds. Now, Seer, what messages have the kindreds for us?
The ancestors speak of Urox, the wild ox, who represents challenge, the archetypical trial, the hostile foe. Our strength, our wisdom, and our fortitude will be tested. But remember, nothing is gained without overcoming an obstacle. The nature spirits speak of Kensa, the pine torch, used to light the hall and the hearth and the home. Light, warmth, friendship, and love. And on a deeper level, enlightenment, the brightness of spirit to lead us out of the darkness. A gift of intuition, an initiation to begin for new beginnings. The shining ones speak of Otla, the ancestral hall, home, and all the many facets of meaning that attach to that word home. It is the place of shelter, of a meeting place, a refuge. Spiritually, that grounded place from which you are able to chase your dragons and go to achieve your greatest good. Freya, our being of the occasion, showed me the sun, the greatest celestial body, the center of the universe, the source of all life. It keeps us alive, but it is also the source of our higher self. It's just to spark the divine inner light. It is the thing that encourages growth and change. It is life-giving. And that enlightenment, that the strength to be bold and to do the things that need to be done. But remember, there's such a thing as having too much sun.
That is a powerful and timely message. Thank you.
Too much sun this time of year? Indeed it is.
In the days and weeks ahead, may we heed and be guided by the messages we have received. Now breathe deep settle yourselves. The ways stand open before us, paths and whirling tunnels that reach into the far realms. Amongst us here and in this sanctified space, and just beyond the borders of our realms, there is a crowd of guests who have answered our invitations, entering into a temporary relationship with us. As we have given our sacrifices of songs, poems, herbs, fine oils, and alcohols, and praise to the kindreds, now we will ask for them to deliver their blessings to us in return. We know that these blessings will be magnified many times by their greatness. Now, as you are able to, stand or unmute your mic and speak truly. Is it your will to receive the blessings of the kindreds?
It
It
is.
is.
Will you accept the gifts given without recrimination, remorse, or regret?
We will.
We will.
Then ask, of your own free will,
Give us the waters.
Give us the waters. Give us the waters. Give us the waters. Give us the waters. Give us the waters. Give us
ancestors, we meet you at your shrine with this vessel, that you may fill it to overflowing with your blessings.
Give us the waters. 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 Give us the waters.
Nature spirits,
Give us the
we meet you at your shrine with this vessel, that you may fill it to overflowing with your blessings.
Give us the waters. Give us the waters. Give us the waters. Give us the waters.
Mighty deities,
Give us the waters.
we meet at the crossroads with this vessel, that you may fill it to overflowing with your blessings.
Give us the waters. Give us the waters. Give us the waters.
Mighty Freya, we present this vessel to you, that you might fill it to overflowing with your blessings.
Give us the waters. 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 Give us
This
the
vessel
waters.
is filled to overflowing, a glowing container of blessings. Behold the waters of life.
Behold the waters of life.
Please join me in addressing our guests by reading aloud the words of affirmation from the order of service in the front of your songbook. Freya, shining ones, noble ones, ancient ones, we stand before you in pride, honor, and friendship, and accept these blessings which you have given. We give the first of these blessings to the patron of all Druidry. And to the patron of our grove, that those who support us may share in our fortunes. Now let us share in these blessings. Finally, we pour out this blessing for all of you who are attending remotely, and for those of our grove who couldn't be with us today through no fault of their own. May these blessings find you all, no matter where you are.
Sorry, little dribble there.
The waters of life.
Behold,
Waters of life.
Plenty to share.
Did you want more?
Maybe a smidge more.
I'll finish it off.
We gotta get it in a boot.
In a boot.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, we need to light up that picture.
To light it up?
Yeah, light it up so that you can see. It needs to glow with an inner light.
Chug, chug, chug.
Das
more
Boot?
There's more than you
less
think in
than a
there.
full thing.
There's more than you think still in there. Dirty
Dribbles
dishes.
down my chin.
Dirty dishes. Dirty
Wash
dishes.
me. And so, this rite draws to a close. Let us thank all who accepted our invitation and hospitality today, beginning with our guest of honor. Battlebore Bridler, we thank you for walking among us tonight. As this rite is ending, we give you this gift in parting, given out of love and asking nothing in return. Flax-haired Freya, we thank you.
Freya, we thank you.
And now with Ray at the Sacred Center.
Shiny ones, eldest and brightest, we thank you for walking among us today. As this rite is ending, we give you this gift in parting, given out of love and asking nothing in return. Shiny ones, we thank you.
Shining ones, we thank you.
And with Stanley at the Nature Spirit Shrine.
Spirits of the earth, fully manifest on this mortal plane. We thank you for your presence in the sanctuary tonight. We know that you remain among us always, felt though rarely seen. But as this rite is ending, we give you this gift in parting, given out of love and asking nothing in return. Shining nature spirits, we thank you.
Nature Spirits,
We
we thank you.
thank you.
And finally, at the Ancestor Shrine. Mighty ancestors, spirits of those who have gone before, we thank you for joining us here today. As this rite is ending, we give you this gift in parting, given out of love and asking nothing in return. Ancestors, we thank you.
Ancestors, we
Ancestors,
thank
we
you.
thank you.
Did it turn them both out? Sure looks like it.
Shield Shatterer, Gatekeeper, you have stood with us at these crossroads, and your keen observations have kept the fires and the waters safely contained to their tasks. Your mastery of these keys has kept us safe from those who would travel through the open ways to our sanctuary just to disrupt our worship. You have made it easier for our beloved kindreds to find their way to our sanctuary as our guests, and you have seen each of them safely back to their own realms. For all of this and more, we thank you.
We thank
We
you.
thank you.
Now Ray has some last words for our gatekeeper.
Now, godly guardian of the globe, our right has come to an end, and we have no more to ask of you at this time. Before you depart, though, accept this final gift, given out of love, asking nothing in return. Indomitable Thor, we thank you.
Thor, we
thank
thank you. Got you a little kiss there.
You
I
didn't
think
need
he
those
likes
eyebrows.
me.
You
Huh?
didn't need those eyebrows.
He
I'll
thinks you're
just paint
cute.
new ones on. That's like kind of the style 10 years ago.
He thinks you're cute.
Now, as our rite comes to an end, this rainbow bridge is no longer needed to guide travelers. The connections to the ways, too, are no longer needed with us at this nexus. So, let us calm the energies, let us close the ways, so that the veils between the realms may fall into place. Ray, you're first.
You didn't give us any keys to lock the doors.
Oh,
Call the locksmith.
guess you want to lock the door, Kirby?
Thank you.
That's mine.
I'm brown.
It's warm.
Mighty fire, gift from the skies above, still the whirlwind. Let the fiery tunnel collapse. Calm the twist, calm the burn, calm the twist, calm the burn.
Calm the twist. Calm the burn. Calm the twist. Calm the burn.
Let the hungry flames dwindle until there is naught but smoke remaining. Calm the twist, calm the burn, calm the twist, calm the burn.
Calm the twist. Calm the burn. Calm
And
the
let the
twist.
clouds of smoke drift apart,
Calm the twist.
dissolving into gentle tendrils of scented
Calm the
mist.
twist. Calm the burn. Calm the twist. Calm the burn. Calm the twist. Calm the
Let the
burn.
ways to the heavens, the domain of the sky deities, be closed.
The
ways
ways
be
be closed.
I was holding it by the leg and it bent.
Mighty waters, soothing balm of the world, fill the whirlpool and let the watery tunnel collapse. Calm the churn, calm the burn, calm the churn, calm the turn, calm the churn, calm the turn. Let the rushing walls of liquid collapse inward until there is naught but a steady flow, and calm the churn, calm the turn, calm the churn, calm the turn. Let the current slow and spread, dissolving into a gentle lap and suck of water against its boundaries as we calm the churn, calm the turn, calm the churn, calm the turn. Let the way to the netherworld, the domain of the earth deities, be closed.
Let the ways be closed. Enchanted cloak, first veil of life, restore the charm and let the pleats fall flat. Compress the stretch and tack the tear.
Compress
the stretch,
tack
the tear.
compress
the stretch,
tack the tear.
Let the fabric be strewn until there is naught but a seam between.
Tack the tear.
Compress the stretch, tack the tear, and let the severed threads rejoin, resolving into a single shimmering blind.
Compress the stretch, tack the tear.
Compress the stretch, tack the tear. Let the gate to the ethereal world, the realm of the noble ones, be closed.
Let the way be
The
closed.
ways be closed.
Dark soil, last cover of the day. Release the abyss and let the shearing walls unite. Still the shift, rend the mend.
Still the shift,
Mend the rend. Let the
Still the
bedrock
shift,
reform
mend the
until there is
rend.
naught but
Still the
foundation
shift,
below.
mend the rend.
Still the shift, mend the rend. Still the shift, mend the rend. And let the
Still the
loosened
shift,
foam fall back,
mend the rend.
resolving into a
Still
mounted
the shift,
blanket of memory.
mend the rend.
Still the shift, mend the rend. Still the shift, mend the rend. And let the
Still the
gates to the
shift,
underworld,
mend
the
rend.
realm of the dead,
Still the
be
shift,
closed.
mend the rend. Still the
Let
shift.
the
Let the
Gate be
way
closed.
closed. So, this rite comes to an end. The kindred have returned to their realms. The ways are closed. And yet the hollows remain. The well, the fire pit, the shrines, tangible symbols of the cosmos as it was in the beginning, as it is now, as it forever shall be. When we depart this sanctuary, may these hollows echo in our mind, in our hearts, in our spirits, that they may continue to connect us to the realms beyond our own. Now, there are a few last thank yous to be given before we depart, beginning with Stanley at the patron shrine.
Clever Luckbringer, even as your shrine remains in our sanctuary, so it is that you stay or go, regardless of the ways between realms. Accept, though, this final gift tonight, giving our love and asking nothing in return. Hermes, we thank you.
Hermes, we thank you.
Finally, we thank our host, the great grandmother of many. Let us never forget that she will always care for us, so long as we care for her in return. So one last time, I say, Earth Mother, we thank you.
Earth
Earth
Mother,
Mother,
we thank you.
Now let us go forth in this world as kith, carrying with us the blessings of the kindreds and a spark of the energies of the realms. So be it, this rite has ended.
So be it, this rite has ended. Woohoo! Walk with wisdom from this hallowed place. Walk not in sorrow, our root shall e'er embrace. May strength be your brother, and honor be your friend, and luck be your lover, until we meet again. Woo!
Excelsior!
Excalibur.
Illiket.
Hesper, if you're still there, good night.
While I do love exercise,
My remote's not working.
while I do love calisthenics and exercise, this is gonna hurt.
It shouldn't matter. You shoot one here and 3 of them turn on. Except for right now. It's only working when it feels like, Ray.
Yeah, I was having trouble with it earlier.
Tell me the battery's dead already. Damn it, I just bought these. This one has turned itself off. Where's the other remote? The long distance remote.
I did
The little button closest to the microphone. There's 2 buttons. Hold it down, and it goes off. Why is there remote scrolls laying around? Let's pick them up. Thank you. Maybe move it a little bit this way. There you go. Sort of. To our remote friends, thank you much for staying with us tonight. I am going to end our YouTube feed as soon as I find the button for that.